Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Tsukihime. When last we left off, I was very annoyed at myself because I think, got two scenes mixed up. And I'm thinking, and I'm hoping that I didn't accidentally skip it with a choice that I made. Not scene skip, because we have not gotten there yet. I know for a fact we did not see Tanaki's route. I'm hoping that a choice that I made didn't, prevent me from seeing that scene. As well as I'm hoping that it's not a Kahaku scene in Kahaku's route. And I don't think it is. I specifically don't think it is. But, God, I could be wrong. I really could be wrong, but there's a certain subject matter in the scene that I don't think plays into Kahaku's route the same way it does in Hisui's. I don't know. I really can't remember, and I really wanted to see the scene. Oh well, I'm rambling, and well, let's get into it, shall we? I go to the sitting room and see Hisui standing there. Akiya has already eaten breakfast and is drinking tea, and it seems that Kahaku-san is in the kitchen. Good morning, Nissan. You're up very early this morning, aren't you? This isn't morning. There was a little trouble. This morning there was a little trouble. I stop short and steal a glance at Hisui's face. Well, I just happened to wake up early today. But you're pretty impressive too, Akiya. To still wake up this early as drunk as you were yesterday? Of course. You should always drink considering the next day, so there was no reason to oversleep because of it. Hard disagree. Really, I mean, you should do that, but that's not always the answer, because I've drank and been hungover as fuck without thinking that I drank enough to be hungover, and then other times drank enough where I think to myself that night, it's like, I'm gonna wake up hungover as fuck tomorrow. Not at all. So, I don't know. I guess it depends. I mean, I know it depends on how much water you drink, but I don't know. For me, I can't tell. I used to be able to tell a lot better, but I think now it really depends on how much other stuff I have with it. Like, if I have a bunch of, like, sugary something, or something like that, something that might, like, upset my stomach if I was, thinking about it and sober, I would probably, I don't know. I'm rambling and thinking too much as I now sip my open bottle of wine. I'm not sipping from the bottle. I am sipping from a glass. Tasty. White wine. What is this? Pinot Grigio, Italian. Yes, I do like my dry Italian wines. Prefer red wine, but I like white wine ever so often. It's easier to drink. Really? But you were pretty hammered last night. Maybe you have more breakdown enzymes than a normal person, Akiya. That's an interesting point, actually. Because of her thing that was revealed last route, and I don't remember how. Well, I have a basic idea how to describe it, but I don't know how I want to describe. I don't know. But yeah, does Akiya break down alcohol like other people? I don't know. If that's so, I'm a little jealous. Nissan, what are these breakdown enzymes? Well, I'll make it short, please. After alcohol enters the body, I guess it changes to some kind of poison? It's ethanol, I believe, right? Or shit, is it? God, I don't remember the chemical compound now. The poison is processed by the liver by these enzymes that break down the alcohol into water. I don't know how true any of this is, but yeah. It doesn't sound entirely correct. Like, the alcohol into water thing doesn't sound right to me. But I'm not a biologist or a chemist, or I don't remember what the proper term for food scientist is. Gastro something. I don't remember. Gastrologist, maybe? Gastronomy? I don't remember. That doesn't sound right to me, but I don't have really any knowledge on the subject other than the occasional, like, reading of just random shit. I don't know. Anyway, the amount of enzymes in each person is different, and Japanese people tend to have less than others. Like, breakdown enzyme thing, sure, but I don't know how alcohol works. I know it's filtered out by your liver and fucking destroying your liver because it's poison. And that's about the extent of my chemical knowledge about that. More or less, anyway. You can say those that have these less enzymes have to moderate a little. Akiya looks impressed. I'm a little surprised. You seem to know quite a bit, Nissan. No, not really. I just have a bad friend that drinks a lot, that's all. Is that so? It seems like you were not drinking that much last night, though. That's because I'm one of those people that have to moderate. Since my bad friend simply downs his drinks, I have to always stay sober to take care of him. By the way, that bad friend I'm talking about is no other than Inui Arihiko. Yep, drinks, just fucking drinks and drinks and drinks in high school. I don't know how that's looked at culturally in Japan. I know that that's a no-no here, but it also happens quite frequently, so... I wasn't really a drinker in high school, but that's because my tastes are weird. I didn't like wine until a couple years later. I really didn't like wine until about the time I turned 21. I only like very, very specific kinds of beer, and I like liquor, but not cheap liquor. I like the taste of neat vodka, like rum. I love rum. I love brandy. And that's about it, really. Like, the main things you see around here is like whiskey and scotch and bourbon, and I don't particularly like any of those. Tequila's okay. Tequila is okay. I've never had a tequila that I loved, and I've never had non-bottom shelf tequila that people only drink because they want to fucking black out drinking tequila that I didn't hate, that I hated, rather. I've had a tequila that I hated because it tastes like gasoline, but I've had pretty much every alcohol that I've had, other than brandy. I've never had alcohol or gasoline tasting brandy, but other cheap liquors that I've had like, you know, it just tastes like you're fucking drinking gasoline or rubbing alcohol. I'm rambling a lot this episode. I don't really understand it, but it seems you like your private life is very fun indeed. Why that all of a sudden? Why do you bring that up? You talked about it first, I think. Nissan, your face seemed happy just now. You didn't show that face last night. Well, it's true that last night was more surprising than it was fun. Shiki-san, breakfast is ready. With excellent timing, Kahaku-san's voice cuts in. I'll be right there. Well, I gotta go, Akiya. Right? Yeah. I guess there's also the fact that, yeah, back on the drinking thing. I don't like drinking with other people. I like to more or less drink alone and then watch shit on my phone, or like laying in bed on my phone watching stuff, or watching stuff on my computer, or stuff like that. Occasionally playing games, but it's very dependent on how much I'm drinking. Like, because I remember downing fucking, I think it was drinking a 6-pack probably, and playing Civ, and that was fun, mostly, until I decided that I was bored of the fucking political game that some bullshit-ass country was playing and decided to declare war. I'm rambling. I don't know why I'm in such a rambling mood today. Well, I do know why, but I don't know why I'm bringing that into the video. Oh well. After finishing breakfast, I head to the sitting room to find Akiya gone. I should really play a game where I can ramble as much as I want. Soon. Probably. Hisui, where is Akiya? Akiya-sama left for school right after you went to the dining room, Shiki-sama. Oh yeah, Akiya's school is far, isn't it? Well, I shouldn't be standing around either. Yes, I will bring you your bag right away. Hisui disappears towards the lobby. I stare listlessly behind her. Shiki-san, what happened last night? What do you mean, Kahaku-san? Oh my, I see you're blushing. Something must have happened, didn't it? No, nothing happened at all. Go ahead, ask Hisui. Is that so? It seems like you have become pretty good friends with Hisui-chan. Kahaku-san tilts her head to the side. I became good friends with Hisui? That's something I'd like to hear about myself. I don't know why I'm really trying to give Kahaku-san a sing-songy voice when I cannot sing. Oh well. Shiki-sama, I have your bag ready. Please get ready to leave the mansion as you do not have much time left. Yeah, I'm coming. Later, Kahaku-san. See you this evening. Cars outside are very, very loud. Probably because people like to race on the freeway that I live due to close-ish to within... Can I see the freeway from... No. If I walk to the end of my neighborhood, I can see the freeway. Well, I can't see it from my drive, whatever. Yeah, I'm coming. Later, Kahaku-san. See you this evening. Yes, I look forward to it. I'll come right back today, so I'll be back around 4 o'clock. Oh, and you don't have to wait here. I understand. Please be careful on your way, Shiki-sama. Thanks. I'll be going now, Hisui. Waving a hand to the bowing Hisui, I dash down the street. I think I mentioned, by the way, last episode, but I forgot to mention it this episode, we are now in Hisui's route proper. There, as far as I know, will not be any repeated scenes between here and the end of the route. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember every scene, but I don't remember there being many repeated scenes, if any repeated scenes, once you get properly onto the route. But anyway. I get to the classroom, and the class starts uneventfully, as always. There's no one at Yumizuka's desk. Even though a classmate is gone forever, class life remains unchanged. I become a little uneasy. Because of Hisui, I'd forgotten all about that. Perhaps because of that incident. With that uneasiness, my thoughts drift towards the sky. Before I realized it, the school day was over. I let out a sigh. I don't really feel like seeing Arihiko or Senpai. Right now, it seems I'm more at ease in the Tono mansion than in school. I enter the lobby and immediately encounter Hisui. Welcome back, Shiki-sama. I'm home, Hisui. Are Kahaku-san and Akiya here? Akiya-sama has not returned yet. Ine-san will most likely be in the rear courtyard sweeping. As usual. Well, I'll be in my room, so please continue what you were doing. Yes, please excuse me. I head up the stairs to the second floor. Shiki-sama? I will be in Makihisa-sama's room sorting things out. If you need me, please call for me. Hisui disappears towards the east end of the mansion. Putting down my bag, I take off my jacket. Well then, there's still time until evening, so what should I do? I'm also hoping this choice doesn't give you any points. God, I hope I hope choosing an option that I'm not going to choose doesn't lead to the scene I'm thinking of. I might check off screen, but I'm not sure. I say as I sip more wine. Fine. Let's see, what should we do? Well, this is Hisui's route, so let's go see Hisui. I'll go see Hisui, but Hisui doesn't let me help her, and I don't want to get in her way. What should I do? I don't want to be a burden. But for some reason, I want to see her. That reminds me. I still need to give her back the ribbon. Hisui said she'd forgotten about it, but the ribbon is hers. There's really no point in me holding on to it, so I should give it back. In the old man's room, Hisui is arranging books. Even though it is no longer being used, his room is still being cleaned like before. Hisui, can I have a minute? Shiki-sama? Yes, what is it? I know we talked about this earlier, but I thought I should give you this back. I pull out the ribbon Hisui gave me 8 years ago. Hisui, so you honestly don't want it? No, I will take it. It is important to me after all. Taking the ribbon, Hisui becomes silent. I can't talk to her. The Hisui in front of me right now looks very much like the Hisui from 8 years ago, distant from the ones around her. Shiki-sama, is this all you came to do? I can't seem to speak, so I just nod. In that case, please return to your room. I still have some work remaining. Hisui walks towards the center of the room. Hisui, did that ribbon have any special meaning? This 8-year period? I think I may have finally fulfilled my promise, even if it is too late. Then I'll go to my room. See you later, Hisui. With that, I leave the room. After dinner, I return to my room. It's 10 at night. Since I had tea with Akiya and the others after dinner, it's already time for bed. I'm not really tired, but my body feels sluggish. It seems like I've finally gotten used to life in this mansion. Expressionless Hisui, bright and cheery Kohaku, and Akiya, who worries over me constantly. Certainly, getting used to this lifestyle is fun. It seems like I've returned to the me that existed 8 years ago. I never had a chance to relax this much when living with the Arimas. The Arimas have a child in middle school as well, but we were always distant and we never really had a chance to talk. I really am sleepy. Changing into my pajamas, I lie down in bed. I'll go to bed early, wake up early, and give Akiya quite a surprise. Oh god, if this is the scene that I think it is, I might have to be doing some, editing, let's just say. All of a sudden, I find myself in town. Midnight. I walk through the empty town. I pant heavily. For some reason, I'm out of breath. With bloodshot eyes, I am looking at people walking down the street. Foolish people. walking the streets so carelessly even though the killer has not been caught? Do they think they're special and won't get killed? Or maybe they want to die but are unable to kill themselves and want something to kill them? Well, it's probably the latter. A group of people I don't know continues to walk by. That's not the person. That's not the person. That's not the person. I diligently stare at them all, one by one, but shake my head. That's not the person. That's not the person. That's not the person. I still can't find that person. I definitely heard what this person looks like, but I can't seem to find that person. I'm getting a little annoyed. Not here. Not here. Not here. Not here. Not... Why? I thought that was a lot longer than that. Not here. Not here. Not here. Not here. I start panting even more. It's really ticking me off. Why isn't that person here? 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 I've decided. Tonight, I'll change my plan. Anyone will do. If I can kill, anyone will do. Once more, I want to taste that wonderful sensation. There, a girl with long hair walks by. Aki, huh? Yeah, that is Akia. Akia, my sister, my beautiful sister, only mine. That is what I want. My sister, only mine. She is definitely mine and only mine. I kill her from behind, taking care not to damage her body. Holding her long hair, I drag her body. Heavy breathing, biting into her neck, I suck her blood. My breath becomes wild. This murder is different than the others. Akia. Just thinking this is Akia makes me feel so wonderful. My brain becomes numb. I get fully aroused. And I suck her blood. Sucking every last drop of her blood, I ejaculate over and over. When it's all over, I realize it. Who is this person? This isn't Akia at all. I'm angry. Even though I sliced the body into pieces, I'm still mad. Imposter. This imposter is pissing me off. Pant. I've used up extra energy. The night isn't that long. Once it becomes morning, Shiki will awaken. I'm tired tonight. I'll start again tomorrow. Yeah, that'll do. That's what I'll do. Now then, before the morning comes, before anyone realizes, I must go back to my own bed. And I think that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to end off this episode. An interesting little scene. It was a weird little mention there of Shiki will wake up when the morning comes. Something similar to that. That's something interesting. Something, well, it stands out to me and stood out to me the first time I read through this. And should probably stand out to you because we went through Akia's route. So that has at least a little bit of meaning to us already. But next time, will we find anything out about that dream? Will Shiki even have the simple thought to maybe mention it to somebody? Who can say? Certainly not I. But I hope to see you all next time.